play a tune next that's in the style that a lot of guitarists and a lot of the older musicians used to call dead thumb style. And Robert Johnson used to use this all the time. Basically, the dead thumb means that you're just hitting the bass string, kind of thumping it in a way. A lot of guys, myself included, don't just hit one string, but rather several. You know, when you hear, you're hearing that kind of very familiar thing, if you're familiar with Robert Johnson, where he's thumping a bass string or two, and he's also kind of course, hitting treble notes at the same time. And it's real different, of course, than that alternate thumb style. Surprise. You'd think it'd be a lot easier because you're only hitting one string at a time, you're not alternating. It's actually, I think, harder, and you hear less people, in my opinion, who do it real well. One guy who did it real well is Big Bill Broonzy. And I'm going to play a tune of his which gives a pretty good example of this dead thumb thing. It's called Key to the Highway. Here's a bit of overview on what the right-hand thumb is doing in this dead thumb style. For example, on Key to the Highway, that's that very first bar, which of course I'm doing as a bit of a loop. And you may notice that what's happening is the thumb is doing nothing but quarter notes. Now, another thing you can do to kind of ramp the thing up, which I actually like to do a lot, but sometimes I will do it at one place in the tune and sometimes not, is a shuffle beat. Again. Sort of see that the thumb is actually kind of playing it's basically being sort of that rhythm guitar bass guy, while the fingers are really playing more what the melody is for it. I'm going to talk about and show you what the right hand is doing on this dead thumb style. So actually the whole piece goes like. And now I'm going to shuffleize it. There's a bunch of exercises that you can do to kind of get proficient at it. And when I say can do, I actually mean I think you probably have to do. I know I did, because without spending a lot of time going, for example, on a simple E7 chord, I could never have gotten that. And then you start dropping out certain notes like. Eventually, if you really get good at this, you may want to try doing the dead thumb as a shuffle, the way I was doing it earlier. So in other words, you'll notice you're generating a pretty good shuffle groove all by yourself. No drummer, no bass player, no rhythm guitar player, and that's when the fun begins as far as I'm concerned.